All right, hi there everyone. I am live here on Ball State's campus. I'm actually in the Cooper building, which you might have come for some science classes, but if you're a nursing major, you spend a decent amount of your valuable time here. So I am joined with two nursing students right now who actually use this resource pretty regularly. So we're gonna have them tell us who they are and what we're doing in this pretty cool room.
Hi, my name's Hannah Fluler, and I'm a Ball State senior studying nursing.
Hi, I'm Maddie Levine, and I'm also a senior studying nursing here at Ball State.
Yes, awesome. So thank you guys for joining me today. So I'm going to kind of show you guys around. It looks like we're in a pretty high-tech hospital room, right? Like there's a lot going on. It looks like there's some people, but guys, just walk me around kind of what this room is and what you guys do here as nursing majors.
So as nursing majors, we spend a lot of our time in simulations before we ever get to the clinical site at an actual hospital. So here we have a fake patient. We have a few more over there. They're really high-tech, what's the word I'm looking for here? Interactive patients. And so you can actually like feel their pulse while you're assessing them, take their blood pressure that will actually pop up on these monitors when they're turned on. You have a computer where you can scan the drugs you're giving, an IV pump, which is very similar to what we would actually have at the hospital. And so it kind of simulates that whole hospital experience for us while we're learning before we ever get there.
Yeah, so that's kind of, like you said, these guys don't just sit here, but they can take on some sicknesses or some like heart attacks, what people are dealing with, and you can fix them on like kind of a fake scale. Does that make you guys feel more comfortable when you do start working with people?
It does, and it also helps because we're interacting with this patient. So there's someone actually behind us here in this room, and they can talk to us through the patient. So we're also practicing not only those skills that you're using as far as blood pressure and pulse, but you're also practicing talking to a patient, which can be part of the scariest thing when you're in nursing for your first time or your clinical for your first time.
Yeah, and so you guys kind of do these classes together, and some of you will be the nurses, some of you will be the spectators, some of you will be the family. So does it really build like a strong community within you guys?
Yeah, it builds our community, but like Maddie said, it really builds our skills too, our interpersonal skills, which is a huge part of nursing. There's a big table over there where when we're here with our whole class, we all sit there while maybe one or two of us are interacting with the patient at a time during each phase of the simulation. And then our instructor, of course, is there as well and able to give us feedback that maybe in a real life patient room, our instructor won't always be able to be right there. So that's kind of a good way for them to check our skills, but also for us to build community within one another and really give each other feedback as well and learn how to, because nursing is a team sport. It's not just me or just Maddie. And even if we're the primary nurse with our patient, it really takes that team effort and everyone like being able to trust each other to provide the best care for our patients.
Yeah, so now you guys are both getting ready to graduate. So do you think you'd be as confident stepping into a medical profession without this awesome resource and way to really test out your skills?
No, I would not be. It's intimidating. You can read about it and you can have people lecture at you for as much as you want, but it's nothing will quite get you there to the point where you walk into a room and you're like, I know what I'm doing. Like, it takes a lot to get there, and this is a huge step to get us seeing a patient and talking to a patient, and that's like something that transitions us much better than just lecturing or reading could ever do. So
awesome. Now, so I'll kind of let you guys see, we have an older gentleman here. He's not doing well, but we also don't have just older people. Do you guys want to walk us into some other?
So in this room we have a pediatric patient that the students in our peds class right now are learning with a certain simulation with this patient. And then we also have like maternity simulations that help us learn about, like I'm going to be working in the NICU, so these babies help us learn a lot more specific things to this population, and then for like a pregnant mother and a postpartum mother, because those populations are obviously a lot different than your typical adult medical, surgical, or critical care patient. Yeah.
So do you guys get to specialize in terms of, or are you guys learning how to take care of all these different people?
Yeah, so when we're going through our process of clinicals, we each have to take the same clinical, so we're all taking a variety. We take med-surg, which is like your typical, you go in, you get surgery, and then you stay for a couple days, so that's kind of that. And then we have our OB, which is mother, baby, these kinds of things, and then also our pediatric, which would be our rotations. We have a community rotation where we're learning how to be school nurses and nurses like out in the community as far as teaching and proactive things. And then
Psych.
we have a psych rotation. So we're getting the full variety of everything we could possibly encounter in 3 years here at school. So.
And then once we graduate, that's when we get to choose, like, oh, I really love the babies, so I'm going to apply to work in the NICU. And then once you're oriented for that job, that's when they teach you more specific things for that population based on the policies and procedures for where you work.
Okay, awesome. So yeah, guys, you're getting ready to graduate and you seem to have really flourished in this program. If there's a student who might be considering nursing, why would you tell them to attend Ball State's program? I'm putting you on the spot, but you just have such good information for me.
I think when I was looking at nursing schools, I saw not only this, our simulations and all of the wonderful technology we have here, but also I met some of the professors, and I feel that our professors have very much so, like, individually, one-on-one, made sure that we all succeeded. Like, none of them want to see us fail. All of them are there to make sure that we're doing the best we can and getting the resources and help that we need to succeed. And I think that's what sets Ball State apart from other schools.
Awesome.
Said it better myself.
Awesome. Okay, well, guys, thank you so much for sharing your story with me and showing us around this room that a lot of students like myself have never gotten to see. Now, I hope that you guys will tune back in. We're going to have some more kind of breakdown of nursing and what is to come for the future. And while Ball State has this great resource for students, the question that we're going to be kind of diving into is, are there enough people putting on scrubs and actually studying this much needed profession? So tune in for the blog for the full story. Thank you guys for watching right now.